Oh my goodness. Sorry, guys.
There we are.
Heyo.
What's up, everybody?
Oh, shit.
Holy smokes, folks.
Going down.
Welcome back to TPL,
That's
the
right.
Producer Lounge. Let me get you guys mini meters here. I'm sure you want it.
Oh, yeah. They can't hear without mini meters.
Nope. Like most producers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't hear anything. I can't see anything. I understand. It's because I'm invisible. Folks, it's the Producer Lounge, episode 195, I believe.
Holy shit.
Yes, episode 195.
Yeah.
It's a special episode, guys. And it's not because Recon Gear is here. We're always here in the shadows.
True.
We have BackLeft back
Oh,
once
shit.
again.
Oh, my God.
Back
We
left,
back.
back
The boy.
left, he's back left.
We're so
back
excited to have him this week.
I'm excited to be here, man.
Dude.
left.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck just said that, but oh, they're coming. I'm gonna have some incognito jokes.
You almost just look like a black silhouette. You're just like-
Unlocked character.
Yeah.
on the pod.
Unlocked character.
Yeah, true. True.
You guys, check out my new skin.
Sick new skin. You are.
Only
It
people
is
who subscribe
true.
on Twitch can see you.
Only people who
That's
subscribe to our Patreon can see us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Folks, go check out the Always 400 Patreon.
Yeah. Live, baby.
Get your sample packs. There's still some $1 slots available.
True.
Go jump in the crew tier. It's $1 a month. Once you have it, it's locked in, baby. And once
Yeah.
those 20 slots run out, they're done.
Yep.
Until,
And then it's $5 for your ass.
yep. But still a good price for 45 samples.
It's kind of a steal.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And then some.
Just kinda.
So Justin.
Yes.
What's new in the studio?
What's new? What's new?
Yeah, like you got any new plugins, new techniques that you're like jazzed about?
Still in Bitwig?
Yeah. No, sometimes not enough
God damn
bitwigging,
it.
honestly. Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah. 'Cause
boo.
boy,
I
atta
know.
boy.
Every time I jump on, I just like kind of want to write stuff because I've only had so much time recently, and I have like a lot of stuff I'm trying to like work on at once.
Mhm.
So I just end up going back for that. But I do want to always do more Bitwig stuff. I got Concatenator recently, that data mine plugin.
Shit.
What is this?
Okay.
Concatenator. So it's like a granular kind of sampler plugin where you load in a library of sounds, and then based on whatever input signal, it'll like interpolate between those sounds by like pitch and amplitude from what I've gathered. So like
Whoa.
I was playing like guitar into it, and it doesn't make guitar noises. It like that's the input signal. You could do
Right.
the same thing
It's like
with
a
your voice.
vocoder in that way.
Exactly. But it's like just interpolating between all these little like grains of sounds. Then there's some like shit you could do to dial it in. Like there's a polyphonic so that multiple, whatever can play at once. And it's fun. Like you load in a bunch of vocals, and then you can like make vocal lines and stuff, or whatever. But I've always thought it was cool. Do you know who Beardy Man is? Have you ever seen
course.
Beardy Man?
Of course.
So
Sure.
like it's the closest I've come to like a to like a Beardy Man workflow, where it's like I can just sing out an idea and it'll take form in some way. It's kind of
True.
touchy with the bass stuff. Like I've had bass sounds from the past like 5 years that I saved. Like I've always like, been pretty good about saving sound design, so I have a bunch of material to throw into it. Sometimes it like rips it apart and shreds the low end, and it just like kind of isn't usable in the way
Sure.
that you would want to use it. But sometimes it'll like do it in the way that you would want. Low end will stay clean depending on all like the content that you loaded into it, and you can just make a fucking bass line like with your mouth, which is cool.
That's fucked up.
What is it
it's
called
awesome.
again?
It's called Concatenator.
How
Concatenator.
the
like a-
fuck do you even spell that?
It's a mouthful, yeah.
K-I-N? Concatenator?
CON. So like, yeah, like concatenating, like adding things. It's like a term in coding. That's the only place I've like really encountered it. But like, yeah, concatenate would just be to like combine two things together. So I guess that's kind of like the concept. But it's fun. The dude from Zebler and Canty made it.
Canty.
Even like the YouTube video that he put up, it's like a minute or two or whatever. He does like a couple examples that are really fucking sick.
I remember when he was describing it, he was basically saying this is like a new form of synthesis entirely.
Yes, if executed correctly. Yeah, they call it like audio mosaicing. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, which is like crazy, but if executed correctly, I could see it being super useful.
150? Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, this might be a Black Friday guy for those folks who want to get it. But like, I'm doing a mix that's like an all collab mix that I'm going to put out in March, and since it's all collabs, I want to like record all my friends saying one phrase and then load all of those up into Concatenator and then just like throw an ARP through it or something.
Yeah,
and
it's
like
fun.
have
That's
it just
fun.
have it just sound like some weird fucked up like a bunch of people saying stuff all at once.
Let's go.
Like, hey dude, or I don't know, something.
What's the phrase going to be?
Yeah, that's true. Probably
Butts,
something
butts.
Exactly. Butts, penises, stuff like
Lick
that.
my balls, yeah.
Yeah, lick my
Yeah,
balls.
yeah.
Is a go-to.
That checks out.
Yeah. So, but that's been my biggest plugin recently, and then John putting me on to like multiband dynamics or N dynamics, whatever, MB or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That one's really
Oh, I
sick.
forgot about that one.
That one's
Yeah.
fucked up.
It's
Wow.
awesome. It's so good for like mixing because I always when I
Right.
write in audio, the biggest problem I have is like the sub is kind of all over the place. Like if I'm doing like neuro basses or whatever, it was like a problem I had more before I started making that consideration. But some of my sound design just has that fluctuating feature in the low end due to
Same.
filtering or whatever else, right? So you throw like M Dynamics MB or whatever it's called on it.
Yeah.
And I think the way that I'm using it is basically as like a multiband limiter, but it doesn't have like distortion artifacts and stuff when you push into it, really. So it just seems like it's working more like I don't even know. It's not like limiting to minus infinity. It's like keeping stuff at a certain level or something. I just don't get the compression artifacts that I would typically get with it. So
Almost
it's been
feels
really
like
good.
an auto volume, like
Exactly.
adjuster.
Yeah.
So when you
Interesting.
do that,
I need to try that.
Yeah, give it
Yeah.
a go.
I've been trying to figure out my low end smushing as well.
yeah, do you slam the bottom end with that or what?
Yeah, pretty much. Like
Okay.
I'll just like put a ceiling essentially, and then once the sub hits that level, it stops.
Right.
And then so it's really good to use before like a clipper or something
Yeah.
because you're not
Hell
driving
yeah.
a bunch of low end signal into it or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And just like even stuff out. I've been able to get like louder mixes with it more recently, which is great. Always, who doesn't like loud shit? But honestly, just more transparent mixes because I use a lot of clipping, like most people do, who make contemporary electronic music that's heavier or whatever, I guess. And it's a way to control your signal going into it, so you can like actually hear all the detail instead of slamming your fucking lows into.
Yeah,
a
that's
clipper.
huge.
Right.
Interesting.
I like calling our scene contemporary electronic music also. It's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
sick.
Yeah. It's
The underground.
Avant-garde.
yeah, exactly. It's a pretty highbrow crowd.
Yeah.
Very sophisticated folk.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I remember going so hard on M Dynamics like 6 months ago, and I completely forgot about it till like just now, basically. I need to fucking use that again.
Dude, do it. It's like been a fucking game changer for me. Like EOS was
Yeah.
showing me.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because John showed him, of course. Restraint shows everything to everybody. But
Right.
yeah,
Right.
sick though. Very sick.
Yeah, I
that's
remember.
badass.
I feel like I wasn't like fully understanding exactly how to use it, but even just playing with it and like their little like sections where you control like the knee thing or whatever, you can even just make like weird ass shapes into it and a bunch of shit and just get random cool results.
Dude, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's wild.
I could see that especially combining it with like distortion and doing like those weird kind of like up and down curves where it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
driving a different amount into the distortion. Then you're getting this like weird kind of audio rate sounding thing if it's like fluttering hard enough. I don't
Right.
know if that makes sense, but like, yeah, I could see that being like really, really interesting in that sense. Anything that's like gain dependent going into it.
You can just like flutter only your mids for a sec or like just
Yeah.
a little chunk here and like, or do some weird spectral where it's like this section, then this section, then this section, but there's
Yeah.
like gaps in between. Oh, dude, you're onto something.
We're
Justin.
cooking. We're cooking.
We're cooking. Damn, I got to play with that.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Fucking Melda is just insane.
Yeah, even though their website like doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, have you tried to go to Melda's like website right now? You can't even get like the free effects bundle or anything. It's like doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
Damn.
I heard
crazy.
FL bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. They're
I
just
had-
going to be integrated.
Can't you
into
get the FL bundle separate?
some of it. So like you can't get
Okay.
citrus, I don't think, but you can get Harmer, which is fucking sick, and like the only thing I would really, really want anyways. Citrus is cool too, but I just like I don't know.
Yeah, same.
And then Vocodex, which either crashes my Ableton or I can't figure out how to get it to work. Like
Dude.
one of the two happens every time.
Same.
I'm
Yeah,
just like,
every
fuck this. I don't even want it.
Yeah, I can't get it to do anything, and then after like 20 minutes, it just crashes. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, you're like,
Why
cool.
do I try?
I'm good.
Yeah. That's weird that FL bought Melda, because I mean,
I don't know that. I just heard that as a rumor a long time
Hilarious.
ago, and I keep saying it.
yeah,
The
I
rumor
believe
mill.
it.
I feel like John
website's
told
down.
me.
Okay, if John told you, it's true.
yeah.
That's
If John says it's definitely true.
rule of thumb.
Yeah,
Rule of thumb.
yeah. Can't discount him.
Yep.
No.
What's up, John Droplets?
Hey, John.
Future guest.
What's up, buddy?
Boom. Also, thanks to Collapse Theory for following us and boofing DMT _.
Yo.
Name is so insane.
Both are pretty good names in their own right.
Yeah.
Collapse Theory is pretty fun and techy.
Mm.
And then boofing DMT really evokes an emotional response.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I was wondering who
Also,
had
just
that
like
handle.
how.
Yeah, how does that allow?
Yeah.
That can't work,
That's where my
right,
head
guys?
was. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna
Gonna
try it
need-
today here on the.
Live.
Gonna need some assistance on that one. I feel like.
Ready,
Yeah, you
guys?
might need a couple.
Oh shit, he's here. The
What?
legend is here.
Yo, boofing DMT. Welcome to the
Big
pod.
shout out, dude.
Welcome.
Welcome.
That's
Already
awesome.
a legend.
Yeah, absolute legend up in here.
Just VIP him
Yeah,
instantly.
yeah, I suppose.
No, I mean I was joking, but sure.
I could do
I don't
that.
see why not.
Pretty
That's
sure I
awesome.
can do that.
Somehow.
I can ban him.
No.
Oh, warn him.
I can make him a mod,
That would be. That's just wild.
and we can report him.
Make him a mod, then report him. Justin, go to synth, phase plan for show.
Dude, we out here for sure.
He's playing
Phase
guy.
plan for show. Every 10 out of 10
Let's
times.
go.
yeah.
I need to. Pigments has a new update. It's like the modal
I've heard of
thing.
it. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty
I've
sick.
not fucked with it yet, but I really, really want to play with that.
I don't
but like,
have it.
Oh, really?
No.
I was gonna say I might have an extra license. If you buy it, you get 5 licenses with it.
Oh,
Damn.
really? How
Yeah.
much is it?
I forget, but it's not
200 bucks?
outrageous.
Oh, it's not outrageous?
Yeah, it's not like insane split between 5 people, obviously. But,
Sure.
yeah, I have like it's the same with all the Arturia stuff. So I'm splitting. Honestly, I just gifted licenses to because I have 5. I'm not gonna use them.
Yeah.
So it's like if somebody is just like, oh, I want you to check out this thing, just give it to
Totally.
them. But
Sure,
Yeah.
of course.
same with the Analog Lab and all the Arturia effect stuff is great. But make me a mod. All viewers got a booth.
Let's
God
go.
damn.
This guy's a
dude.
A
legend.
gram of DMT.
All right. Yeah, that's
Only if you join the Discord, and then only maybe. But you should join the Discord anyways.
yes.
I wonder if you boof DMT, do the effects last longer? You get like an hour trip instead of just 15 minutes?
It just comes on faster.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty
Comes
sure.
on
I'm pretty sure
instantly.
boofing just makes things happen faster.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just it navigates
really-
around all the.
It really just goes straight to the bloodstream, if you know what I'm saying.
That sounds terrifying.
That does.
Yeah, but phase plant though. Phase
Phase plant
plant's
is
the
the shit.
sickest. It's still the sickest. It's still the dopest. All the modulation's crazy. I've been finding out more about phase plant modulators recently. Like audio follower is fucking crazy.
Have you been fucking with Shaper Table?
Yes.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
a Shaper Table fan.
Dude, Shaper Table's nuts.
So cool. Filter Table is absurd.
Filter table, Shaper Table combined, dude.
Yeah,
Yep,
you kidding
yep.
me? Go ahead and throw a wave
all you need to know
oscillator in there.
is the Eldritch Notch.
Dude, the Eldritch Notch is
What's
the
good with
best.
I don't know.
Damn it.
It's in that. We shouldn't bring it up too
We
much.
brought it
but
up so much, dude.
We did like an hour-long video for our Patreon about it.
Yeah.
But it's the most legendary wavetable,
Damn.
and you throw it on everything. You throw it on the wave. You throw it on the oscillator. You throw it on the shaper. You should throw it on the filter.
Yeah, throw it on all of them at once.
It's in the formants. It's
Yeah,
in the formants
it's
folder.
the third one in from your view on the formants.
I'm in.
It's Dude, it's
amazing.
I can't
It's basically
talk enough
a
about
saw
how sick it is.
to a sign with a bunch of fucking
Noise and shit on it.
shit
It's
going on.
Fucking,
Oh, that sounds really fucking cool.
it's so good.
I need to play with
Yep.
that for sure.
Yep. It's awesome.
Hey, we got a boofing DMT and a Sika in Discord. Welcome, guys.
Oh, Jimbo Slice, Sika.
Sika.
Let's go.
Multipass and mastering. Sorry, I'm just like reading these and talking out loud.
Yeah.
But
That's how the show works.
okay, bet. That's actually perfect.
Yep.
I
don't know who said
appreciate
that, but-
people
That's actually perfect.
typing in
Let's
chat.
go.
So I'm doing that.
Thanks for asking questions in chat.
Yeah.
We like that.
Gang shit. So the multipass and mastering, personally for me, is probably a no because like band splitting,
Yeah,
like
right.
just naturally introduces phase stuff, and I'm okay with doing that earlier on and then processing it into the context of the tune or whatever. But when I'm slapping it on like the whole tune, I would say just put a multipass on your master and see if it changes how it sounds as a result
Yep.
of that.
Right.
Don't put any
Right.
fucking effects on it. And if it does, be aware of that, and then you can use it if you want. But like the only multiband processing I'll really do on a master ever, if I do it, which is pretty much not frequently ever, but like recently I did it for a tune because it worked, was Pro MB, because you can just like oversample, and it has like the high enough quality settings where it seems like you can linear phase mode, whatever, all that stuff seems to mitigate like the negative effects of it. But
I had an issue
That's
the other
huge,
day.
though.
I
That's
fucking
huge.
I was
Massive.
trying to do some clamping down on some low end on my bass group, and I just threw on the Bitwig 3-band splitter, and I was getting my mid range went from being fine to like going way up into my limiter,
whoa.
and I'm like, what the fuck's happening here? I just put this splitter guy on here, and then it's pushing it all crazy, and yeah, I don't know why.
Could have been just some phase stuff. It's like when you do,
Yeah.
like, say you have like a channel where you've limited or clipped it, and then you throw a really steep low pass after, which is essentially
sure.
like a EQ3 or like a multiband dynamics
Yeah.
or whatever. You get that crossover point, and you'll notice that it actually redlines after the low pass when you're like
Right.
cutting this. Yeah. So like, I
Yes.
wonder if it's like a similar thing, just like phase stuff where it works like just not well enough, where it actually adds signal instead of cancels everything in like the perfect way.
Yeah,
Yeah, and maybe you should
it
just
makes me nervous.
Yeah, right?
Phase flip at that point.
True. I wonder if that would like work. Like even like fucking around with phase flipping like each band.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, anything multiband on the
I just
master,
went
that would
into,
scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah,
Same.
it's sketchy.
Too late in
fab
the game.
filter, multiband
Dude. Yeah.
compressor, and just use that.
Caleb, go to
instead.
the
But I want
Discord
to try
real
that
quick and
Emelda
click
one.
on the link I sent. I put it in producer talk
On the computer or on my phone?
on your pooter.
Okay. Discord.
So Nasco figured out, and I'm sure other people have already figured this out, but I never realized. SoundCloud absolutely annihilates the phase and the transients of your tracks. Like, it's fucking brutal.
Wait, now is this on a normal upload, or is this when you like upload HD if you like pay for
Is
the
that a thing?
premium? That's what I've been told. I've never paid for.
Oh my god, I have
SoundCloud?
premium, so if that's a thing, I'm just not doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I heard that was a thing that you could upload higher quality if you pay.
I hate that. That's
that.
so dumb.
Dude,
I
that's
agree.
That's crazy that like the phase gets fucked up, because I always thought it was just like it clips the top off because of the information. It just can't pack that much information into an MP3 or whatever it like compresses it to.
It's
Like
crazy.
the same with-
MP3s are tiny anyways. Like if you can't pack that in,
Yeah.
bullshit. MP3 sounds like shit anyways. All you know,
Fair
on its
point.
own.
Fair
Yeah.
point.
So I don't know. That's crazy that it just like smears and fucks tunes.
Dude,
Somehow
yeah.
resonant language still sounds good.
I know. That's what I'm
Piss
thinking.
me
like,
right off.
Yeah. Dude, exactly. Like, how do you guys do
I don't
it?
see anything that you
Oh,
sent me.
I'm
sir.
sorry. I put it in the 400 Discord,
Oh.
not directly to you.
I know those guys too will bounce their stuff at like -1 to
Yeah.
avoid the compression stuff.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
I tested that with John
How that
once,
works.
and we didn't hear a difference,
Sure.
but I'm sure, like, if they're doing it, like, there's got to be something. You
Yeah.
know, right?
I wonder if it's like, because I've mostly heard it with like the distribution services like Spotify and stuff. I would expect it would probably happen with SoundCloud too, but
Right.
I wonder
Yeah.
if that's like the only A/B, and then you have to wait 2 weeks to finish the test so that you can upload it to Spotify.
I know, right?
All right.
Just for the test, and then you take it down instantly.
You're like,
All
that's
right,
funny.
Austin,
Do it under a
what
different
are we
name.
looking
Yeah.
at here?
Okay. So yeah, NASCAR did some research.
NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Did some research on
Shoot fire.
SoundCloud.
He
Turn
did some
left.
conducting through research and has discovered that SoundCloud is making dubstep producers' music sound like dog shit. Is SoundCloud cooking?
So go to the
Cooked?
next
Excuse me?
image. The next image is the goat image.
The goat image. Here we go, folks. Image number 2.
Image of goats.
I'm so done with this
So which
platform.
one? Oh, is the second one SoundCloud? Holy cow.
Yeah. So the second one is SoundCloud. Look at what it does to his little
what
kick,
the
dude.
Fuck.
His poor kick,
His
bro.
poor kick is it's obliterated. It got obliterated. So here's the worst part, though. He puts, look at YouTube. YouTube can get it right.
That's actually fucked.
That's so fucked,
Yeah,
right?
that's crazy.
YouTube, just like a video platform, like audio is important to them, but like SoundCloud is literally a music platform, and YouTube is beating them.
Yeah, that free model really screwed him, I guess. Well, I don't know. But both of them have the same
Damn.
model.
That's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
like- And you're not even doing video stuff. That's like the most storage. Why are we fucking scheming on what's going on, guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then that's just a bunch of random other people
More
commenting.
ranting.
People are mad about this.
Right.
That is fucked.
That is fucked.
It makes me wonder. So did he just like upload his track and then add it as free download and then download it and then get that waveform?
Yeah, right. Did he just rip it
Yeah.
off of?
That would be that has to be the thing, right?
Which,
How
if
else
that's
would
the
you-
if that's the thing though, then I'm like, which YouTube to MP3 converter are you using, or are you ripping your? Hopefully, he's ripping his audio straight off of like a sound card or whatever, instead of like,
Oh.
you know what I'm saying? Like if it's
Right,
like a
correct.
YouTube to MP3 or
Correct.
SoundCloud to MP3,
Right.
just shit all over it.
Yeah, because that's a whole other conversion.
Yeah.
And
Or
so
there's
now
just-
you're degrading it more.
There's some magic YouTube to MP3 converter that just doesn't fuck anything.
Yeah, I know.
And he
Yeah,
found it.
that one's fine, and then the SoundCloud one shot. I'm not really sure what's going on.
Hilarious.
I mean, the one that you can get in the browser for Chrome or Chrome style browsers, that one's the best that I found because it
That one's
records
solid.
in WAV.
Yeah.
If the
Ah.
YouTube video is MP3, it'll still be MP3 quality, but it's recording at least at WAV,
Mm-hmm.
and that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah,
I
that's
heard
tight.
that one actually magically converts MP3s into a higher quality.
Nope.
That's what I've been told,
He
dude.
goes, nope.
I mean, it is
That's
now
crazy.
a higher quality file, but
You can't get the information back.
the
Yeah.
information
I would
is
think.
baked in, and so the new information that's crispy and yummy is just blank because there was nothing there because it was an MP3.
Mhm.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, I don't know. I saw that today and I was like, damn, dude.
That's wild.
I like they have.
What if he faked it?
Hilarious.
Just wanted to shit on SoundCloud really bad.
Can
so
you
he just
imagine?
fucking-
I would love him.
He
Out of
faked
nowhere,
it.
he's like, let me just stir the pot today.
He's just using it as another way to grift his racks.
Right,
Like,
if, you
by the
ain't,
way, buy my chroma.
if you ain't cheating, you ain't
Plug in.
winning, dude. I'm saying.
Chroma.
Jesus Christ. Did you ban someone?
Yeah, Scathing Knob was trying to get us to suck some knobs for
Damn.
views.
Get out of here. For views?
At least that's what it looked like through the veil here. So
It was.
sorry.
It was spam.
Okay, good.
It was nothing.
I hoped so. I just wasn't sure there for a second.
Through the veil.
You gotta act quick.
Get that quick.
You kind of do, although our crew here on Twitch, you guys are pretty adult, I would think.
No, yeah, I know Jimmy's an adult. Sika,
Okay.
he's an adult.
He is an adult.
One verified adult.
Yeah,
Boofing DMT is kind of on the chopping block. We're not quite sure.
he's transcended. He's no longer human.
Right. Senior citizen?
His next life as
Maybe.
a machine elf.
Yes.
Well, cool. This is fun. I like the idea of the phase flip on a multi-band perspective. I'm intrigued to try this out because I've been doing a lot of different multi-band and mid-side. I wonder what phase flipping mid-side when I have an issue will do.
That's cool. I've never messed with like any of the above.
Yeah, same.
Which I feel like even if you don't get like a mixing effect that's like the desired result, you would probably get some like creative effect that sounds sick.
Right. And that's kind of
Talk about your mid-side.
where I would start would be like in a mixing kind of style where I'm recently I've been doing a lot of mid-side things for the sake of mixing, because I have like a backlog of fucking shitloads of tracks that I need to just like go through and print everything down to audio with at least the least amount of room as possible and just remix the whole thing. Not remix as in like, yo, I remixed it.
Yeah.
You know, but remix down.
Mix it again.
Yeah, mix it again. Thank you. That's the correct vernacular.
Yeah. Mix it 400 more times.
So
And then again.
I've been doing a lot of mid frequency compression. Just like I continue to compress the mids more and more. But then also,
Is this a little J-Lang inspiration?
yes, there's a little bit of that,
Hell yeah.
which it seems to help, especially depending on the style of sound. If it's more of like a Reese or more of like a legato, you can get away with a faster attack and get it to kind of like ride the compressor to, help inject some movement that you want back into it, which is pretty nice.
That's
and
cool.
if it's more of a staccato kind of thing, you can open the attack and just give it more of a punch
Yeah.
just in the mids or just in, the 300 to 500 or what have you. A thing I did in particular is I took out some 3 to 5 and then I added it back in with some multiband compression in terms of some punch there, which was pretty fun. And it seemed to work
That's
to
fucking
keep
sick.
like some mud out, but then it still like comes in for like the front where it needs to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could have maybe gotten away without the EQ, but it didn't work until I EQ'd it before the compressor. Yeah, but
Interesting.
so lots of fun stuff like
But-
that, and
Yeah, the mid-side thing.
yeah, the compressing of the mids and the sides,
Like differently.
yes,
Interesting.
is
yeah.
sick as fuck, and on
That sounds
everything.
cool.
not just like on groups or like on your master. Although I haven't done it on my master, that's a little extreme.
That sounds
Yeah.
also a scary thing to do.
Yeah. I get spooked.
Yeah,
that late in the
yeah, it's a little spooky.
I'll
But
throw a mid-side on my fucking master.
You sick
Whoa,
fuck.
I
you
don't give a
sick
fuck.
I don't
fuck.
fucking care.
Yeah. You're dead to me, Dave.
I'm
but
not,
no,
I'm
on-
not lying, folks.
on all sorts of shit. On the snare is like my most is like the most fun because you can inject some side information pretty early on with like some convolution reverb that's like really fucking low or whatever, and then you can just bring it out in some
Yeah.
mid side processing and get it to really just fucking slap on the fucking sides all nice.
Yeah, that's
But it
really
kind of
tight.
separates
Yeah.
that mid from the side in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
it
they kinda-
really isolates them.
Yeah.
I think
It's
that's
really
like
nice.
really important on the snare too, because you need that like mono image to come through
Right. It's
really
huge.
solid.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, because you can make, again, it kind of depends on what the sound is, and it's not as easy as it is with like a bass, as it is with drums.
Yeah,
But I've been on average making the sides have again a little less of a transient than the mid, just because it can get out of control. But with no transient at all, it sounds weird, and it separates them too much. It like smears the sides, and it's weird. So you
Right.
want some kind of transient still up.
So
On
you're
the
doing
side.
some kind of transient shaping on the sides?
No, I'm just having a slow enough attack on the
Oh, right,
compressor.
right.
Yeah, to like, which
Gotcha.
is basically that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the nice thing about Bitwig is it has the Compressor Plus has a sidechain effects where you can pop a time shift and move it by like
Samples
-4
Earlier.
or milliseconds.
milliseconds.
Yeah, you can go either way.
So
yeah.
so
okay, that's
that
fucking cool.
the fastest attack is always going to catch the transient, which is super nice. So you don't have to worry about like any kind of like popping or anything like that. So you can like catch it or not catch it in a cleaner way.
Just a little look ahead,
A little, yeah, right.
basically.
You're like
Yeah.
building in lookahead that way. I've
Mhm,
never
mhm.
thought about that. That's fucking
It's
cool.
fucking handy as
Yeah, that's
shit.
really sick.
I used to do that with Ableton when I was first sidechain specifically. I'd put just a delay at 100% wet, 0 feedback, no filtering or whatever, and just put it back by a couple milliseconds before whatever the sidechain was. So the signal will get delayed, but the sidechain is reacting to the correct time.
Yeah, you did
So
that
you
on
get a little-
You'd put it on what, your bass group or something? The
Whatever
delay, or
whatever I'm trying to sidechain away from the drums.
You're
Yeah.
delaying.
Yeah, because the sidechained whatever it is, compressor, shaper box or whatever, is reacting to whatever MIDI or audio, and then you delay the sound, the whole group slightly, just by a couple milliseconds right before that, and you get rid of that click that can happen in those sorts of situations.
That's sick.
But you don't need to do that if you have shaper box nowadays because they have it built in. There's a little look ahead built in.
True.
Thank God.
Which is
Yeah, that is tight.
The best.
Yeah.
I use like Duck mostly still for side chaining.
nice.
But I like should go back to shaper box.
Dude.
Just when I remember initially
it's
trying
so
to use
good.
shaper box, I fucking hated it when it was 2 for some
No,
reason.
you should get
Really?
the update. The update is fucking Mamma Mia.
I have
Like-
3 now, and it's baller as hell,
Yeah.
dude.
It's so good.
It's fucked
yeah.
up, right?
I use it on. I mean, I use that shit on everything.
Same.
Like
tons of
I use
shit.
it on all sorts of shit. I shape my kicks
Mhm.
with that shit fucking all the time. It's fucking the shit.
Yeah, the other day I was using it to like multiband split like a bass noise that I was doing because I don't feel like Shaperbox really fucks with your phase too much when we were back on the
It's
subject
super
of
clean.
that.
It's super
But
clean.
it's like nice and transparent, and then I was having problems with just like the rhythm of this bass was getting fucked up because of the OTT tails after. Like they were like kind of like, yeah, but they were like, it would slowly shift off as the phrase went on, where it felt like there was like more of a delay. It was just weird. So like using that to then like wrangle that back in, force the rhythm back onto it after the fact was it's really nice. Really nice stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's a really good wrench. It's fucking. It's just a,
Yeah, you just wrench it back into
goddamn-
place.
It's just a tool. It just does like things really well. It's not like, ooh, this fun thing to turn knobs on. It's like, no, I need to do this thing. Oh, this thing will do it exactly how I need it to.
Once you start doing the time stuff is when you start to get the creative. I feel like that's the
Yeah.
only time I can rip super creative effects out of that thing is if I just start throwing the time on it.
I
Then
don't know
it's-
how to use that thing at all. I'll fuck with it, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening. This is
Whatever.
weird.
Right,
Starts
yeah,
getting
right,
crazy. It's
exactly.
like
Yeah.
peaky
I should fuck
shit.
with that more. Actually, that sounds
It's
great.
cheeky
It's
as
cool.
fuck. It
Yeah.
fucks me up.
I
There's
could
like
see that.
the drawing tools on the side are really helpful for that. Like if you have a line or whatever, but just if you stay on the grid with it, and like use the little drawing tools,
Okay.
I feel like I end up getting the best results because the pitch modulation that comes from the time shifting seems to be a consideration that they made with the grid. So it's like I'll actually end up going down 2 semitones here. It'll still sound like it belongs there. And for whatever reason, the warping algorithm that they have, the time tends to like work well too. I don't really know how to fucking make plugins, but it's cool when you use it. When I've used it like that, Breadwinner showed me that.
Shout out.
Yeah.
We need
makes
to get
sense.
him on the pod. Future guest.
Yes, indeed. I'm gonna force that man to
Mr.
come over
Winner.
here. Yeah. He'll probably just talk about fishing or something.
Oh, I feel like you talk about bread, but okay.
Yeah, well, he does love bread too. Actually,
Wait, does he fly fish
it's an
or
urge
what?
name. Yeah, he's a fly fisher.
Hey.
He's taken me a couple times. There was
Let's
one time he
go.
took me and he caught 8 fish and I caught 0 fish.
That's how it goes.
I was like, fuck, dude, I'm just gonna
Hilarious.
read my book.
I want to go,
I'm tapped
dude.
out.
Let's go.
You'll have to hit it.
Yeah,
We'll have to
fuck
hit it.
yeah,
I don't know what
dude.
I'm doing, but that guy knows. He's always in. He's
I don't
into
know
the
that
science
much,
of
but
it.
yeah, that's sick.
He's like, they're eating this today. Is this time? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
We got to use an elk-haired caddis. It's the best fly this season,
Exactly. Exactly. He's on that
I
old
get you.
man shit.
dude. I'm about that life.
That's awesome.
As you can see, I mean, I'm out in the woods like all the time. The
Those
fish can't
fish-
even see me
Yeah,
coming.
I didn't
dude.
see you coming, bro. I had no clue.
It would be so funny
Dive
to
in.
fish in that.
Yeah.
He's spear fishing in that thing. He's like diving in and harpoon fishing.
People
with
start
that.
talking. You're like, shh.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I
You
didn't
guys,
see
you
you
can
there.
actually do that for some promo for recon gear.
Brad,
Actually,
I
yeah.
could
Yeah.
just go fish. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually.
Fly fishing in that would be hilarious.
That
So-
would be awesome.
Reminds me of
Keep
some,
getting
Donk
like,
caught.
fishing EP.
it's like a weird Adult Swim cutaway type
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
That's the vibe I'm getting from it.
Right.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Sick.
You keep getting caught in the thing. Yeah. In the ghillie suit, he's all tangled up in himself.
Right. Yeah.
I think, yeah.
That's actually good.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, we do need more scenes.
They're coming. They're coming.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you have the the outfits, it's go time. You can
Yeah,
make it happen.
Yeah, we need at least the two different outfits.
Right. So I've been playing. I developed a band pass fetish recently.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sick.
I'm getting
Nice.
hyped on them, and I want your guys' thoughts on like
Just getting hard in the studio with the band passes.
bricked up in the studio.
Bricked up
I'm
in the
like, oh,
studio,
band
dude.
pass.
24 dB per octave slope on his penis. That was a stretch. And it took a while to process, but we're here.
I think we're actually talking about getting bricked up in the studio in our group chat, the Tipper Wannabe support
Oh, yeah,
group.
we were.
Yeah, like a weekend or whatever.
Well, was
theme.
Copycat in there?
No, is he bricked up in the
Is
state?
he-
No, but he's the one who, at least for me, he was the first one to
He said it
to-
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, he's ahead of
say
the
it on
curve
the
then.
podcast. Yeah.
He's ahead of the
Cheat.
curve.
I don't remember what we were talking about, but then the rest of the podcast was just that, just like all bricked up in the studio,
Sounds about right.
bricked up in the studio.
Sounds like us.
Yeah.
But essentially, so I'm trying to make like donk bases. But
Sorry. Go on.
No, you're good. And I'm playing with this concept. I'm trying to make like formant filters, but you have 3 different layers of band passes, each kind of plucking up and down the frequency spectrum at like their own little designated area. And this-
Plucking,
yeah.
like
So if it's like a donk base, yeah, there's just like an
Okay.
envelope
Okay.
on it, just doing
Yeah.
like a little
Yep.
fucking. This is cool because each bandpass in each layer, you can kind of create a tonally unique, like characteristic to it.
totally tonally.
It's totally tonally. dude.
Totally.
It's fucking.
Totally.
That's actually so fucking cool, though.
Yeah, dude, that's
Dude, it's-
totally cool.
It's fucked up. Like the amount of control you have just like doing sound design. It's like opening my eyes to some shit.
Are you doing it in multipass or how are you doing it?
So essentially,
Multi-bandit.
I work with Serum. I'm not a phase plant elitist quite yet.
Is there a boo button on that thing?
Yeah. There is somewhere.
there it is.
There it is. That the also works.
I tried. I tried so hard to figure it out.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. I'm dicking around. I don't have like the precise method yet, but what I'm doing is you just make like a little pluck base in Serum, and in parallel you just like group the 3 of them, and then your 2 layers you just kind of play around with, like put at a different part of the frequency spectrum, use a different wavetable, have like a different length of the pluck or like the filter's envelope, or make it shorter.
So we're using
On just
multiple
one.
sounds
Multiple
and
sounds.
then doing a band pass
No. So, oh yeah.
plucky move
So,
on
like,
each
for a
of
rack
them.
3 chains, I'm assuming one's probably the sub.
Yep. Well, that would be like, yeah.
And then the other two are like band passes, and then what you're processing it all together kind of thing.
Exactly.
That's fucking cool. I need to mess around with that because I like things where it's like I'm gonna move the position of this slightly and get a completely different variation so that I can write a whole phrase of just like sounds complex.
Dude, it's exactly that. And then you have
tight.
like insane control because like maybe you like the position of all the bandpass filters. You can just change the wavetable position of one of them, and then you have like, oh, now my mids have a different characteristic, but the highs and like lows are still kind of the same.
Right, you could macro it all and just make it.
You could macro it.
A couple knobs and just fucking sit there and
Yep.
randomize all of those and then fucking print a giant mud pie, baby.
Yeah.
mud pie.
Now you have 3 billion little plucks that are kind of the same and kind of different.
It would be cool to do the same macro on whatever ones you have band passes on for like the filter position and then to offset them. So like you would have one macro on the Ableton rack that controls the cutoff, but you have like, you know, two of the ones they have different bandpass positions. So it'll move them together with that macro, but they're like offset from each other. Cause then it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, 100%. That would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sick. Okay, we need to just make like the alpha bandpass pluck rack, donk rack. And that's just built in and
The
ready
always
for
for
you.
100 donk rack.
I like that. Let's go, Justin. Already adding to it.
Hell yes.
And then you can, it's really fun because now that you have like, so your sub would be separate and you can, you know, have as many bandpass layers as you want. With those layers, you could have some of them be stereo, doing some interesting stereo stuff. Some of them center. Or if you have two in the same like bandpass zone, you could duplicate it and have one be stereo, but then have that be like an octave up or something. Like there's just like weird levels of like little rabbit holes you can get into, and it's fucking.
That's tight.
It's getting me bricked up in the studio the whole time. Yeah.
If you did like the resonance too on one of them, and then you push it into, if you had distortion after all of it, you could like launch some harmonic into that distortion and do like that kind of thing.
Exactly, right?
Damn.
Yeah, you can make a bunch of horns. A multi-band horn, dude.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Multiband.
Oh, yes.
The magic comes from, you have to process it all together, though. Because that's how, like, all the little, like, frequencies affect each other and, like, compress and contract together. That's,
Instead
that's
of
the
a
magic.
chair, dude, it's
glue.
like a couple different chairs.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, that's been my little
Big
venture.
ups on that. Big ups.
I got to play with that.
Fucking tight.
And then say it was my own idea.
Yeah, dude, claim it. Claim it.
I got this idea from me and nowhere else.
You start a Patreon and it just blows up because of it. Like, here's my one thing.
Speaking of Patreon. No, I'm just kidding.
Like, there's 0 facial expressions.
Yeah, you
Speaking
can't.
of Patreon, just grass.
Cold.
It's grass.
Just Dementor face.
Dude, this thing is the highest possible quality.
It looks like it.
It looks nice.
It is nice. I'm very excited about it. I almost put
Are
on
you
the pants
overheating?
too. No, it's venti as
Breathable.
fuck, dude.
That's
it's
crazy.
so breathable. It's crazy. It feels like a light hoodie.
I'm actually kind of overheating. Look, my neck.
That I think conceals more heat than this does. This is like pretty meshed out, dude.
pretty
Check that out,
meshed out.
chat.
Smashed out.
Meshed out, dude.
That's nice. You can see directly through it on there.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice. All right. Well, do you guys want to look at some talks? I got some.
Let's check the
All right.
talks.
Sick.
Let me
Like talk
find-
to a podcast?
Yep.
Dude, like Talk
to
to
it.
a.
Not me.
Man.
I can't see.
Have you guys seen any clips of Tik Tok?
No.
I keep getting clips. So it's like, it's all AI made. It's about this like
Gross.
alien who has a podcast.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
seen this.
Dude, I've been so obsessed with them. They're so fucking just like absurd. and-
Weird as hell, dude.
Yeah. Dude, they're so good. Every time it comes on my feed, I'm like, yes. I still just like haven't followed them for some reason.
Yeah.
They just
I know,
come up.
same. They've just like randomly come up. I kind of want a shirt of it for some
Yeah,
reason.
that'd be amazing. That'd be
It's
fucking
weird, but I
amazing.
want the merch. All right, let's go to this first one. These are a little. These three I have are a little all over the place. The first one only is a reference to us because this guy has a bunch of audio gear.
You know what's funny? I almost sent you this one this
Dude,
week.
I
Yeah.
love this man. Since I found this one, this guy's like my fucking favorite.
Hell yeah.
Then there's one that's actually like pertains to Ableton.
Mm.
And then there's one more that's more
a little preface.
personal finance that I think everyone should know if they're going to be an artist, because you're an independent contractor. So there's like
Nice.
All right,
a thing to think about when it comes to that. But let's
check 'em
let's
out.
start here.
Turn it down a little bit also.
Let's
though.
start here.
This
Thank
one
you.
Came in hot.
Is the Gilk video the Guinness and milk?
I don't know.
That's pretty awesome.
If you live in a small town and you get no bitches and you're bored as fuck all of the time, I have a fun challenge for you. Go on to Facebook Marketplace and get as many speakers as you possibly can afford and as many amplifiers as you can afford. See if you can't figure out how to wire them all up. Fuck it, build a wall of sound.
We're trying to do this with our garage.
Yeah.
We have a start. We have like what, 8 speakers, 10 speakers?
There's quite a few.
We're,
Oh, yeah,
we're
he
getting
did do
there,
that.
Noah.
So he started like that, and I mean, we can't just. Is it this one? No, there's one that's
His whole page is just, look at my wall of
Dude,
speakers.
I got speakers.
Oh wait, do the how it started.
I have been evading taxes, and now
This is the one I wanted.
government is after me for blasting loud music out of my giant wall of sound and cranking my hog way too
Cranking my
goddamn
hog.
loud. But I do not give a damn for one reason, and that is this is the goddamn United States of fucking America.
Is that Killsmith?
I know, right?
Does look a little like
That was like
he would.
that was on the 28th of January, and like now he has like a crew with him, and he's already been attacked by Swifties. Like they spray painted a bunch of his speakers that were on the outside of his compound.
What?
Yeah, and he's like in the Swifty beef.
That is
Damn.
insanity.
It's pretty.
What a
Swiftie
legend.
beef is beef you do not want to get into.
Oh, whatever.
She has an army behind her.
Now that is what you want to get into.
Yeah, you want to get into.
You
the
will
beef
get
with him.
attention.
you want your house set
Yeah.
on fire.
Yeah. Okay, now
don't
for
play.
They don't play, dude.
Ableton 12 has a powerful new feature that enables you to repurpose any loop into something completely fresh. Let's have a listen to this basic
Fresh.
vocal sample.
Alternate, Nate, culminate,
Within a few clicks, I was able
Nice.
to turn it into this,
take, alternate,
which ended up inspiring a new tune idea. The use for this tool stretches far beyond vocals though. I now use it to convert loops from other genres into a drum and bass context and have found it particularly useful for drums. Take this hat loop at 130 BPM for example. I can completely shuffle its groove within a new BPM and change the loop entirely by hitting this random button.
That's cool.
Now let's try out some bongos. The random button makes it very intuitive for generating new ideas and will often lead to more exciting grooves that you wouldn't have come up with originally.
It's a MIDI
This is the perfect
randomizer.
way to make something fresh and exciting out of samples, and you get the benefit.
To be fair, they're really just scared of Bitwig. They're just like, oh my god, we gotta like have some kind of fucking randomizers of some kind. But yeah, it's just this little.
That's cool.
I like
can't
the
remember-
idea of a MIDI randomizer.
He doesn't.
it.
He doesn't really say
Is it
what
free?
it is. It's just a part of Ableton. I think it's one of those
MIDI
things
tools.
that's on like the left hand side. Yeah, I'm not in Ableton anymore. I don't know where
one
it
of
is.
the new MIDI tools, it looks like.
Yeah,
Is
but
it? Damn.
yeah.
but
in Ableton 12 is what he says, or
which
whatever.
is tight. He needs to add some attack and he needs to add a fade in and fade out on his fucking voice in the beginning. I don't know if you heard how like clicky
Yes,
that was.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah,
There's like weird stereo going on where there's like harsh sibilance on the right only, and
Oh,
then like the
that's
left
funny.
is doing weird shit.
Hey.
Yeah, the whole thing is fucked.
Well,
Look at you with the mixing brain.
The
mixing brain.
the poor guy's just trying to make some content out here. He's got 64 likes on his video.
I mean, he made it to the producer lounge, guys.
Yeah.
So
He made it here, and we shit on him.
We love you, dude. We love you.
There's also like clips is a thing in Ableton where there's like on the left side there's just MIDI clips that are just sitting there, and that's like a fun thing to just throw a thing in slice mode and then try different MIDI clips and stuff and see if you can get same concept.
Yeah, totally.
Wait, like the grooves?
No,
Wait,
there's
clips.
like MIDI
What is-
clips. There's like a literal like thing. Oh, sorry, called clips on the left side.
Where it's in 12 only or something?
No, it's like in all the Abletons.
It's in all of them. I
Yeah.
never
Oh.
once
You
clicked
just,
that.
I never have fucking touched it, but I saw Dank Sauce talking about. Do you know that guy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he was like, it was just like one of his, quick video things.
Yeah, we
and-
talked about him last
he's
week. I think
so
he was
sick.
he was one of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
He's like
Yeah.
a Max for Live menace.
He's fucking insane, right?
All right.
That's pretty cool.
Last one. This is
Round
last.
three. What do you got?
Financial.
Yes, actual financial advice. Here we go.
This is the biggest mistake I see DJs make, and I see this in DJs who make
This came on my feed and I instantly skipped.
DJs who make $200
industry
to
lady
$500
popping off.
a gig, and it is this: they do not know how to do their taxes.
True.
So many DJs I know just live on a prayer, use TurboTax, and hope they don't owe too much at the end of the year. And what they don't know, and what I'm hoping you know, is that there are so many write-off benefits you can enjoy if you are an independent contractor, and especially if you have an LLC, which is not that hard to register. Things like Ableton, Record Box, any sort of continuing education, any sample packs you buy, any equipment for the studio, headphones, ear monitors, even certain outfits if you're wearing them for specific gigs or photo shoots. Photo shoots are promo and marketing. Those are write-offs as well. Manager fees, certain credit card fees if it's a business credit card. All of these things are write-offs you can enjoy as a DJ. I lecture this to my DJ clients until I'm blue in the face, but of course
That's the meat and potatoes.
That's
Honestly,
important.
Yeah, that
it's
is
huge.
important.
It's huge. Like if you treat it like a business, you can just like write off so much shit.
Dude, gas for
Yeah.
travel, like
Yeah.
dinner. You could literally
Yeah.
just be like, this is a work thing.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, and you're not
Bag.
making like
No, I'm just sorry.
millions of bucks to the point where the IRS is gonna come fucking hounding you.
Yeah.
But just like get some tax help, but it's worth it. Like fucking
That's so real.
huge. Yeah.
Damn.
I haven't been doing that, and like me and my manager were talking about this the other day because I got like new management,
Nice.
and she was
Big
talking
ups.
about. Thank you. She was talking about like the tax stuff, like just writing off as many things as you physically possibly can, just in your life, because there's so much overlap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. The government's not coming after me, man.
No.
I'm making like not a lot of
Right,
money a year off
exactly.
this.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like he can have his Chick-fil-A.
This
Right.
is a good one to find at the beginning of the year too. Everybody just take some notes through the year.
Yeah.
Keep a little checklist of
Pay attention.
literally anything.
Right.
Yeah, do you
Keep
buy
your
dinner before a
goddamn-
show? It was part of the show, dude.
Just keep your receipts. Come on, be smart. Save those transactions.
New underpants because your brand new whip is fire.
Yeah.
And you don't want to shit in it with
Yep.
dirty underwear.
Shit pants, needed underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Or you're so bricked up you just busted a hole through it.
Yeah.
Accidentally
It's happened
hit
more
the
than
brown.
once.
Yeah. Or both at the same
Both
Both
time.
at the
sound
same
design.
time is disturbing, but that's how you know it's a good tune.
You boys are out of control.
This is great. Good stuff.
Well, we've done an hour.
Yeah.
Let's go another 4. We're going all night.
100.
What's
24
happening?
hour stream. It's going down.
What's happening in chat here?
Some weird dude named
Sika says bag.
Restaurant Music.
That was funny. Yeah.
Nice, Jim.
Business write-offs, of course. Austin and Justin, that track was talking
Oh, it
to you
100%
about
works.
100% works.
Holy fuck. All right, well,
What-
John, come on the pod and
What were you talking about?
I mean, we can't give it away.
He was on
John's
some
got
other
a-
shit. Even if I tried to give it away, I couldn't. It's like
know.
it was some crazy stereo stuff where he was talking about doing filter table on the right and left channel,
Attaboy.
and then like I don't know, it was something about like creating stereo spaces. Basically, think about the best thing I could think of that would like sum up kind of what he was saying is if you had a chorus and then you could just like, excuse me, filter through like the position of the chorus, because you know how like a chorus has a rate. So and then you could just stop at any point, and like that'll be the stereo position of the sound. So
Or like, a couple combs
Yeah,
on the
or
left and the right, and then that's a good idea.
you could almost do it with, well, at least you could do it in the grid with the all pass.
you could do it in the grid for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. John, we have an opening the 25th of this month, Austin?
Yeah, March
Yeah.
25th.
March 25th.
Is
Mr.
our next
Restraint.
open day.
If you want to come talk about that, he says down, folks.
Yeah, John,
let's
hopefully I didn't
go.
butcher the
You're
explanation of that.
You're booked, baby.
You're not penciled in, sir. I'm going to say sneak peek.
Sweet.
What are we going to call this technique? What do you call it?
John, come up with a name.
LR shaping.
No, that's boring.
I couldn't think of a name.
Stereo.
John, name this technique.
Wavetable stereo generation. Immediately. He's got all the words.
Yes.
He's got
Guys,
all the words.
It's like, I will define it perfectly.
W
in 3 words.
WSG.
Or no, it should probably be stereo wavetable generation, right?
No,
Who knows?
because the wavetables are doing the stereo generating.
It should be gen table stereoization, Babel wave. Actually, probably so.
Folks, thanks for tuning in to episode 195.
Holy shit.
Justin, where can people find you on the internet? Is it just BackLeft Music? What's
Indeed.
the at?
Yeah, that's Twitter, Instagram, BackLeft Music. I'm on Bandcamp. I'm on SoundCloud. I have 2 Spotify accounts. If you want to listen to my music, please just don't go there because they're like split and half my shit is not more than half my shit is not on there. Yeah, I'm like not getting money the $4 a year I get from streaming from one of the accounts. So, but yeah, that's
What aren't you guys going to play a show?
yes. Oh yeah. So
shout out that.
I have a show next weekend with Skinny Limbs at the Black Box. He's headlining. Me and Shea Butter are doing direct support
What's
as
the
Sturdy
date?
Trees. That's the 27th, and then the 28th I'm headlining at Nova with Austin, and that's a free show. So if you're in Denver, hit me up for details on that. And then playing in Buffalo in March with Resonant Language, and I think that's it.
Word.
Huge.
So,
Let's
folks,
go.
if you're
Fucking
live,
huge.
that's next week. If you're watching this on YouTube, that's this fucking week, guys.
It's next week. Fuck me.
I know, it's coming up quick.
Shit.
Well, sick, dude. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for chatting all about Concatenator, whatever the fuck that is that I can't even say. I'm also having a hard time reading it because it's hard to read through these fucking things.
Concatenator.
And it's also hard to write through these fucking things. Folks, it's hard. But yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Thank you for
Thanks,
having
folks.
me, boys. It's always a fucking pleasure.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
and
it's a good
subscribe,
time, buddy.
everybody. Join the page.
Nation of Generation Wave
Patreon.
stereo tables.
right.
Boom.
Chat, I appreciate you being here and asking fucking questions, guys. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Big ups.
Especially you, DMT Boofer.
Big ups, chat.
Yep.
My hero.
Huge.
Go to always400.com and go to patreon.com/always400. We'll see you there. There's extra $1 slots. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Late.
Peace.